Good afternoon, guys. Welcome back to the channel. So today I thought I would come on and do a makeup look. Okay, so as of lately, especially with the weather getting a little warmer, but honestly, it really kind of applies to me pretty much all the time. I'm either like this, or if I'm wearing makeup, it's going to be relatively light. Um, if I decide to wear a foundation, I'm going to wear this right here because for me, it's very light. It's kind of buildable, but it really does good for me because I just like the way it feels on my skin. As we age, having tons and tons of product on your face, it just really doesn't feel good. And I just like to feel my skin. I like to be able to just let it breathe. But for the most part, this is kind of what I do to make myself look presentable. But honestly, I think it just looks good. And I always say, if you like it, go with it. So we're going to really just focus on the eye area because that's pretty much all that I really focus on is this area here. So today we're going to focus on really brightening the eyes, waking those eyes up, and presenting a really nice look. Let's get into it. Okay, guys, decided to come in a little closer. So we're going to focus in on those brows. So you may or may not be able to see, I have pretty sparse brows. They used to be really thick, but now they are sparse and they are gray. And I even have gray in my lashes. This will also be a good time to answer Desiree's question about covering gray eyebrows. So we're going to address all of that in this video as well. Okay, our brow pencil of choice today is Benefit's Soft Black. And I'm just really going through how I go about shading my brows. I start at the base, draw a little line, which is sort of my guideline. And I just kind of go from there. And I take little tiny strokes that sort of mimic hair strokes. And that's how I get it to look full without looking so penciled in. For me, my eyebrows have a natural arch to them, even if they are grown in, that I can follow. And sometimes if you can, you know your face, you study your face. So if you can find that natural arch of your eyebrows, it'll be a lot easier to follow that natural guide. The pencil is going to cover the brow hairs that are gray. It's going to deposit color onto the hair. Now, no, it's not going to stay, but it will deposit. And so that way you can at least cover and get through the day. But that's pretty much what I do in order to, you know, kind of conceal those pesky little hairs. Okay, guys, now for me, yes, I am a girl that is going to carve my brows. Sometimes I don't, most times I do. And what I do if I don't have a concealer, like a liquid concealer, which I think I'm really starting to get away from, but I love these little concealer cakes. So this is basically cream concealer, and so much better than the liquid, and it lasts a heck of a long time. Now I know that some of you might be like, well, Ava, I don't know because it's so thick and blah, blah, blah. Here is the magic. Where are you? Okay. This is the magic potion. So this is a thinner, and you can use it to thin out any of your cakey, creamy products. So if you want something, like if you have a cake foundation and you want it to be more liquid so you can spread it like a liquid, you use a thinner. If you want your concealer to be thinner so you can etch out your brow, you use a thinner. So that's what we're going to use today. This, and I'm going to take a little bit of my concealer. That's probably way too much. So that, it's still too much, but I can use that somewhere else. So for me, no, I'm not going to use a palette today because it's me. I'm going to use the back of my hand, and I'm just going to use a drop of, maybe two, of the thinner. Then we're going to mix that up, and I'll show you what this looks like as soon as I finish mixing. You've got liquid concealer. So now I'm going to take some of that concealer. You see how much you have? A lot, just from that little dab of concealer. So I'm going to take this, and I'm just going to, and I'm using a flat brush. This is a Morphe M432 brush. It's really nice, flat, really thin. And I'm just gonna go right at the base of the brow, just a really thin line. And then just pull it down. And then I just go in and I just pat it to blend it. And that is all that I do. Okay. We are now going to concealer. I thought the camera was on, but it's not. But I was just explaining that in this area, you want to make sure that you have a really good moisturizer for your eyes on. And I'm just using my finger just to go in and blend the concealer below and above. See, we're halfway done. And I still have concealer on the back of my hand. So like I said, you know, cream concealers are great. You know, get yourself a foundation thinner and you have just the product that will last forever and ever. All right, so next I'm going to use my Derma blend. This is the original. It's just white. And I like this powder because it does not interfere with the actual color of the foundation. I really do love this powder. So, but we're gonna go in and we're gonna set it. And no, I do not bake. I go in and I gets it. You can use a sponge or you can use a brush if you want to. If you do not have a sponge, you can always use a brush and just tap, tap, tap right underneath. And make sure you're getting in the edges around, you know, like where you place the concealer. Okay, next I'm going to apply my mascara, which I am using City Beauty's Beyond Mascara. I normally just apply a top layer. I don't do the bottom all the time. Most of the time I just do the top. And just for video purposes, we are going to do a lash. And I do the Ardell Natural. This is 110, Ardell's 110. And I like them because they really do fade into my lashes and it gives me more length. So I'm not really looking so much. I've never been like a volume girl. Although I do love volume lashes, but as of lately, it's been these because they're super light. I can barely tell that they're on half the time, and I really like that. These have been my lashes of choice as of lately. Just gonna come in close so you guys can see. I just take them and I plop them in the center. I hope that my tweezers won't stick. They normally do. And you just have to be patient with them because sometimes they'll work, sometimes they don't. You just have to. Once you get them on, you're golden, okay? From there, you can really work and maneuver. And then I just go in and I just kind of, you know, try to push them together. And I'm gonna spray a little setting spray, fan, and already my eyes have brightened up just by doing those simple steps. We're gonna do our scarf today because we're in a fun kind of mood. Gonna substitute for some hoops. My little Tiffany's olive branch. And we are ready to go. Okay guys, so that is the end of this little makeup segment. So I'll just come in a little closer so you guys can see. Now you can always put a little bit of, where it is, okay. You can always put a little bit of mascara on your lashes to, to make them a little bit more noticeable, or, so you can see them a little bit better, just like kind of brush the tips just a little bit. If you want those to be seen a little bit. So we did our brows, got those nicely groomed from what they looked like prior to. And we did a little bit of concealer. I used NARS, and this particular one is Armand. It's pronounced Amande. And for powder, I used Derma, and this is the original. So this is the white powder. The lashes I used Ardell Wispies, number 110. And mascara was Beyond Mascara City Beauty. So those are all the products that I used. And let's kind of top it off with a nice gloss. Now, I'm just going to tell you, City Beauty, they to me have the best lip plumpers, gloss, whatever you want to call them. I love these things. I have tons of them. I love the glosses. After a while, you'll notice that they look more plumped, not as, wrinkly as they normally do. But I love those. This particular one I used is Tinseltown. So it has a really nice subtle hint of peach. So it's sort of a peachy tint to it, but obviously on me it comes off clear. But I really do love it. Really great lip glosses. But this is it. This is me. So I just wanted to come on really quick, show you guys that. I hope that it helps some of you guys, because I know some of you were asking about tips for filling in your gray brows and also for your lashes. So hope you guys like the look, and we will see you in the next one.